Hey guys, what's going on? Alan here. Welcome back to the Gibson Garage. I just changed the name Gibson Garage Speed Shop because apparently I'm getting confused with Gibson guitars. But welcome to the channel. If you've been following along, you'll know about my truck here and the work I've been doing to it. For those of you that are new, this is my 94 Chevy C1500 with a Silverado package. Not sure how much Silverado about it is left. I think all that makes a Silverado is like the third tail light, the sliding window in the back, and AC, and then like trim designs. Other than the AC, it's all just looks. Not really important, I think. But anyway, so what we're gonna do today is do a little upgrade. I consider it upgrade. Some people might consider it stupid. I really don't. Well, I did have a choice. I could have bought the factory one, the adapter. This is what we're going to be replacing it with, is an aftermarket Billet oil filter mount, and then I've got a new larger two-wheel drive filter. You can also run the 8, I think. It's taller still, right? You got the 2 is real short, the 5, and then the 8 is real big. If you notice, this does not have a bypass valve, and this is something I just learned. Honestly, I'll be honest, I just learned this. I got rid of my factory adapter. It has like this mesh screen here, and that's a valve apparently. I didn't know what that was, but it's apparently a valve for when like your oil filter starts to get clogged. It doesn't let your oil pressure drop. So it bypasses the filter, the clogging filter, and continues to supply oil to the rest of the truck, or the rest of the motor. The problem is with that, obviously you're getting unfiltered oil, and who knows for how long, right? I would got to say, instantly there's got to be some percentage that is always bypassing. I don't know what the information is on like what the pressure for that valve is, what kind of pressure it takes for that valve to open. But I'm thinking, what if you put in an aftermarket, one of those aftermarket melling oil pumps to increase your pressure, like in the Suburban over there. I'm running 80 psi. So, and I'm just now thinking about that too. How much oil is even going into the filter at all to begin with? How much is being bypassed? Like all the time, even after a brand new filter and brand new oil change, there's probably a large amount bypassing the filter at 80 psi. So the downside of this aftermarket adapter without the bypass is that when your filter starts to get clogged, you cut off oil supply to the rest of your engine, oil pressure is going to drop. So you really got to pay attention, be aware, log your miles, pay attention to your oil pressure, constantly if you're going to be running one of these. I had a choice, but I had to get something because I converted to the 4-wheel drive setup. I had another Suburban that I took the motor out. I had 2 Suburbans. I had a blown up one from Oregon, and then I had another blue one that was given to me but was never going to get registered because it just sat for years. The back fees were just way too much. So I took the motor out of the blue one, put it in my white one. It left me with an extra 4-wheel drive cooling system that I put on this truck. And you can see the small 4-wheel drive filter sticking over to the side here. And this is actually brand new for this engine when I threw it in, so I'll actually take that off and I'll go throw it on the Suburban over there. So the problem is when I take the adapter off, I don't have one of these. I had saved my original one, but during that build with the 40 Plymouth, I had sold it to the guy for like, I don't know, I think I charged him 10 or 20 bucks for it, whatever, just so we didn't have to order anything and didn't take forever, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, I don't have one now. I didn't plan on converting back, but there's a couple reasons. I'm not sure it's going to be entirely necessary with the huge radiator that I have, keeping the coolant cool so well, because this truck is really good at staying cool. And also the second reason, ooh, there's another step side. Hey, step side live. But the other reason I'm getting rid of it too is because they leak constantly at the radiator. And I don't know if this eBay radiator I bought has the wrong connections built into it or what, but I basically had to cut the ends of these off, you know, and apply silicone to get them to seal, because there's usually a little bit of piping that sticks out a little further, and it's an O-ring and whatever, but the fittings weren't like that. The threads were the right thread, but it's like the inside of the fittings are just wrong to accept the factory OEM thingies there. Right, you know, and it just seeped. It wasn't like a drip, but it seeped, and the whole cap would end up looking kind of grimy and oily, and because it was. So I'm getting rid of that, and I'm putting this in also so we don't bypass the filter, and I'm just gonna have to pay attention to, you know, all the gauges. Quick move with the razor blade will get it off of there, and you can see it's got an O-ring included, nice fat one. It's got 2 Allen bolts included. Let's get this guy on. Oh, and here's a close-up in case you haven't gotten it. Okay, so we got the adapter, we got the O-ring. Have you noticed this is only going to go 1 of 2 ways, but there's a ramp on one side. My guess is you're going to put that towards the hole, the inlet hole, I guess. Right over here on the side there's a hole. That's the side you're going to want the ramp on. Put in these screws, and these actually are what did I say, 3/16? They're not metric at all. Yeah, 3/16. Whew, that was close. Good thing I'm wearing my safety goggles. Boom. I'm almost wondering. Well, no, I'm definitely wondering if I should put Loctite on these. That feels good. And my favorite part about this, yes, is the straight up and down filter now. You can fill it full to the brim, pre-fill it. Please just screw on. Thank you. Woohoo! Didn't let me down. There you go. That feels good. All right. Oil cooler adapter delete done. Larger filter, no bypass. That's pretty cool. I'm digging it. Straight up and down. No lines running through the front. None of that extra fluid running through the radiator. No risk of that leaking anymore down the side of my radiator. I'm gonna be happier with that. If I do another oil cooler in the future, it'll be something nicer aftermarket. Definitely I'll probably do a oil filter relocation kit at the same time, just because it'll be, you know, that kind of upgrade. I'm not gonna do a stock upgrade anymore right now for a while. Really wasn't worth the effort. But that's gonna do it, guys. That's gonna be it. Stay tuned. Please hit the subscribe button. Please. Oh my gosh, it's so hot already. It is so early in the morning, and it's like everybody's just going to work. And it's so hot already. It's terrible. If you want to help me get like a what are those fans, like a swamp cooler, a porta-cool, help me please get a porta-cool. You want to hit that super thanks button right down there. Throw a little something, anything you want, anything at all, man. Anything would help. I really get a porta-cool in here. I could work in here all day. You ever stood in front of one of those things? My goodness. It was like almost 100-degree weather at my friend Rodney's shop. He had one of those in there. It's like 10, 20. It's like from me to the fence away, which is 25 feet, maybe 30 feet away. And it was like being in an air-conditioned house, just standing in front of that thing. 25, 30 feet away. It felt like just one step. You're in hot-ass garage with bay doors wide open. Now you're in an air-conditioned house. Dude, those things are so nice. Help me get one of those, guys. I'd appreciate it so much. You guys have already helped so much as it is, too. You've helped, of course, get a lot of these parts. And just thank you. Thank you so much for the support. Please like, please share, and hit the subscribe button so you can see what's happening with that core support. And I can explain all this pile of failures right here.